Hello children, welcome to the class. In the last video we have seen about introduction of trigonometry, and for about 11 to 12 sessions we learned the entire chapter 8. In that chapter we learned about 6 trigonometric ratios, the quotient ratios, the reciprocal, trigonometric ratio table and identities, and complementary angles. Now in the ninth chapter we are going to learn the applications of trigonometry. There are so many applications of trigonometry using which in the ancient period they calculated the distance between stars and the moon and the earth and the stars, and it has a wide application in astronomy. In that, here in this chapter we are going to learn how to calculate heights and distance of certain objects without actually measuring the height and the distance, using the angle in a right angle triangle and the definitions of trigonometric ratios, and with the help of the angle values from the trigonometric ratio table we are going to learn how to find out the heights and distance. This chapter, before starting with the sum, we need to know the terms involved in this chapter. The terms involved in these chapters are first, line of sight, second is the horizontal level, and then angle of depression, and angle of elevation. First, line of sight. When an observer is observing a particular object, if we draw a line from the observer to a point on the object, an observer is standing in the ground. This is a ground in which there is a building AB. The building is standing erect so that it makes 90 degrees, and the observer is standing here. From the eye of the observer to a position in the object, here this is your object. If you draw a line, that line is line of sight, and the object that it is touching a plane, a horizontal plane, and making 90 degree is your horizontal level. So the horizontal line, it may be a plane or a ground on which the particular object is making 90 degree is called the horizontal level, and from the eye of the observer to a point on the object, if you draw a line, that line is line of sight. And when the line of sight is above your horizontal level, when the line of sight is above your horizontal level, the angle made is angle of elevation. When the line of sight is below the horizontal level, at that point of time the angle made is angle of depression. For example, this is again a building AB, and this is the ground level, which is your horizontal level, and this is your object. A person is standing on the building, and from there the person is seeing a car moving on the road. Here the horizontal level should be drawn from the eye of the observer, and the line of sight is the line which is connecting the eye of the observer to the object. So to that person, to the car, this is your line of sight, and this particular line from the eye of the observer is your horizontal level. If the line of sight is below the horizontal level, at this point of time the angle made is angle of depression. So using line of sight, horizontal level, angle of elevation, angle of depression, and the definitions of trigonometric ratios and the values for those ratios from trigonometric ratio table, we are going to find out the distance as well as the height of particular object. This is what we are going to do with the complete chapter. This chapter you have only one exercise with 16 sums. All the 16 sums are very important board sums. We can expect any one of these sum for either 3 mark or for 4 mark. Let's start solving the exercise. Now take your content book, page number 203, exercise 9.1, and the question number 1. What is given in that question? A circus artist is climbing a 20-meter long rope which is tightly stretched and tied from the top of a vertical pole to the ground. So there is a vertical pole standing on the ground. Obviously then that the vertical pole only should make 90 degree to the ground. Find the height of the pole. We need to find out the height of that vertical pole in which the rope is tied. If the angle made by the rope with the ground is 30 degree, the angle made by the rope with the ground level is 30 degree. So what it is given, there is a vertical pole standing on the ground. Let us draw the ground first. Let BC be the ground on which a vertical pole is standing. Let the vertical pole be AB, and a rope is tied to the vertical pole and to a point on the ground. The length of that rope is 20 meters. This is your rope and its length is 20 meters. This is your vertical pole. We did not know the height of this vertical pole and we need to find this. And it is given that if the angle made by the rope, with the ground level, this is your ground, the angle made by this rope with the ground is given as 30 degrees. Now we need to find out the height of the vertical pole. So whenever we are solving a sum from this particular chapter, the first thing what you want to do is drawing this diagram, and after that mark which is the 90 degree. What is 90 degree here? B is 90 degree, and then check whether theta is given or not. It is given, angle C is theta and that value is 30 degree. And secondly, you need to check whether to find out the height or to find out the distance. We should have one measure with one angle. That is enough. With one measure and one angle we can find it both the distance as well as the height. But in this particular sum they asked us to find out only the height. These values are given. After this we need to write the description. This is also very important. In your board examination, half mark will be given for this. What is description? AB is the vertical pole. AB is the vertical pole. BC is the horizontal level. BC is the horizontal level here, that is the ground, and AC is the line of sight, as well as that is the rope, and its length is 20 meters. Then what do we want to find? We need to find the height of the vertical pole, that is AB. We need to find the measure of AB. Let's start with the sum. Which angle is given to us? Angle C is given, which is 30. We have learned to find out what is the opposite side and adjacent side. What is the opposite side for this particular angle 30? AB is the opposite side. And what is the adjacent side? BC is the adjacent side, and always AC is the hypotenuse because this is the side opposite to 90 degree. Okay, fine. Now what value we have? Hypotenuse value we have. And what value do we want to find out? We need to find out the value of the opposite. So which trigonometric ratio definition has the relation between opposite side and the hypotenuse side? Think for a minute and tell me what trigonometric ratio is having the definition relation between opposite side and hypotenuse side. Our first trigonometric ratio itself, sin theta is defined as opposite upon hypotenuse. Here theta is what? What is the value for the theta here given in the question? Sin 30. Then what is the opposite side? Opposite side is your vertical pole AB. And what is the hypotenuse? The rope, the length of the rope AC is the hypotenuse. Now what is the value for sin 30? Check your table and tell me sin 30 is 1 by 2. What is AB? That is what we want to find out. And what is AC? The length of the rope, which is equal to 20. Now I want to get the value of AB. Transpose 20 to the other hand side. What will you get? 20 by 2 is equal to AB. So what is AB? AB is equal to 10 meter. The height of the vertical pole is the height of the vertical pole is 10 meters. Now see question number 2. A tree breaks due to storm and the broken part bends so that the top of the tree touches the ground, making an angle 30 degree with it. So where a tree stands, the tree stands on the ground. First let's have the ground level. Then here the ground level is BC and a tree stands on it. The total height of the tree is AB. AB is the tree. This tree has broken because of storm and the broken part bends and touches the ground. Let's say this particular point as D. The actual tree is AB. AD is broken and AD is only touching this BC. So DC here is equal to AD, a portion of the tree, and it makes an angle 30 degree with the ground. It is said that it makes an angle 30 degree with the ground. The distance between the foot of the tree. The foot of the tree is where the tree stands on the ground. The distance between the foot of the tree to the point where the top touches the ground. This is the top of the tree, right? The point where the top touches the ground is 8 meter. This distance is given. Find the height of the tree. We need to find out the height of the tree. So what is given in this sum? The tree AB is standing. When the storm comes, it has broken at the point D and AD has bent and the top A is touching the ground at the point C, so that AD is equal to DC, where it makes an angle 30 degree with the ground, and the distance between the bottom of the tree and the top of the tree is 8 meter. It is given. And I told you in the previous sum itself, in a triangle, if we know one angle and one value of measure of the side is enough for us to calculate both the height as well as the distance, we said. Now here what do we want to find? Before that, the description. AB is the tree, BC is ground, which is our horizontal level. Angle of elevation is given here. Angle of elevation is 30 degree. And the distance of the ground, bottom of the tree to the top of the tree is 8 meters. We need to find total height of the tree. What is the total height of the tree here? The total height of the tree is not dB and it is not DC also. The total height of the tree is AB. Here we are dividing the total height AB as AD, which is the broken and bent part, plus DB, which is standing erect on the ground. Now here I told you AD is equal to AC. So the total height of the tree AB is equal to the length of the side DC of the triangle plus length of the side DB of the triangle. So diagram is done. We did the description and we written what do we want to calculate also. Let us find out what is the opposite side and the adjacent side. The side which is opposite to 90 degree is always hypotenuse and the angle here is C. So the side opposite to 30 degree is BD, which is our opposite side, and the side which holds this angle is BC, which is our adjacent side. Now to find out the total height of the tree, we need to calculate the length of DB also DC as well. We need to calculate to find the total height of the tree. We need to calculate DC plus DB. DC is the opposite side and DB is the opposite side and DC is the hypotenuse. Both the values we want to find out here. Now let's start with the solution. The first trigonometric ratio. With respect to adjacent side, I want to find out opposite side. What is the trigonometric ratio definition which relates opposite side and adjacent side? Tan theta. Tan theta is opposite upon adjacent. What is the theta value here in this question? Like the previous question, here also the angle value is 30 degree. What is the opposite side? The remaining part of the tree which is standing on the ground, that is DB. And what is the adjacent side? The ground, length of the ground, BC. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. DB is what? That is what we want to find out. BC is 8 meter. So I am getting the value of DB as transposing 8 meter by root 3. Okay, the opposite side value we got. Now we need to find out the value of the hypotenuse. What is the trigonometric ratio that relates the opposite and hypotenuse, that is sine? We did not know the opposite value, so let's stop with that. And what is the trigonometric ratio that relates adjacent side and hypotenuse? Adjacent upon hypotenuse, that is cos theta. The definition of cos theta is adjacent upon hypotenuse. So here cos theta value is also 30. Adjacent side is as usual 8 meter. And your hypotenuse is the portion of the part of the tree which has bent and touches the ground, that is DC. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2, which is equal to 8 by DC meters. Cross multiplication. DC is equal to 8. When I take a fraction to the other side, it will become reciprocal. So 2 by root 3. Now I got the value of DC as 16 by root 3. AB value we got, DB value we got as 8 by root 3 meters. And DC we got as 16 by root 3 meters. And what do we want to find out actually in this question? The total height of the tree. Total height of the tree is equal to DB plus DC, right? So what is DB? 8 by root 3 meters. And what is DC? 16 by root 3 meters. When I have the common denominator, I can add my numerator, right? So 8 plus 16, which is equal to 24 by root 3. I should not leave any answer with the denominator as a root number. So I am going to take conjugate into root 3 into root 3. So this becomes 24 root 3 divided by root 3 into root 3 is 3. 3 and 24, if I simplify, I will get 8 root 3, which is 8 root 3 meters. In this particular chapter, we will not leave any answer with the root 3 itself. Even in your book bag, it is given like that. But when it comes for board examination, half a mark is given for converting this root 3 into decimal. So here is an important point. Note down, the value of root 3 is 1.732. The value of root 2 is 1.414. If you see your trigonometric ratio table, you will have only root 3 value and root 2 value. Both the values equal to decimal value is given here. Make a note of it in your classwork as well as your content book. So now here we are going to multiply with 8 into 1.732 meters. So the total height of the tree is 8 into 1.732 meter, which is equal to 13.856 meters.